Hello Aries, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your September 2025 general reading. We are looking at the first half of September for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here. Please do subscribe and like. If you know your other sign placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, you can watch those videos as well. It's helpful for additional insight. If something about this reading really hits home with you, hits the nail on the head, and you'd like to see how it plays out in your own personal life or advice about that, or you just like the reading style, if you are interested in a personal reading with me for yourself, or perhaps as a gift for someone else, you can email me for more information, Maggie, the number 1 McGuire, @gmail.com. You can click on the description below of this video to see those contact details as well. I can usually get back to you within the same day. I cover all areas of life, love and romance, relationship compatibility, career, work, money, investment. I do 6 and 12-month overviews, different costs, lengths, styles, spreads, something for everyone. And I do this full time, so I am quite diligent about timely scheduling. So email me if you're interested. Okay, Aries, let's see what the first half of September is bringing in for you. I'm using my headset today because there's some renovation going on outside, lots of hammering and sawing and banging. Okay, we begin with the 7 of Wands. Some of you may be feeling challenged or feeling like you have to defend yourself or hold firm on something. Defensive energy. The Lovers. Relationship choices. Relationships being a factor here. Choices need to be made. Those choices need to be made in alignment with your true core values and ethics, particularly around the relationship. Now, the issue itself might be choices or decisions about a relationship, or it might be in another area of life, but one which significantly impacts the relationship. And so the other person would, of course, need to be part of this. Next, we have the King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, showing up as a male, but this is a general reading, so it could be female as well. This is the King of Air, the King of Intellect. This may be somebody that's significant or influential in this time period for you. It could be energy that you're manifesting. This is very clear, direct, practical, truth-based energy. Someone who is typically a good communicator, although they may come off as very direct or sometimes even blunt about it. Your crowning energy, your overall focus and theme for the first half of September, Aries, is the 9 of Swords. My least favorite card in the tarot because it represents overthinking it. You're overthinking it. You're thinking about it obsessively, too much, and with the worst possible negative outcome, which typically shows up when you're afraid of an unknown future and you're trying to kind of, imagine what's going to happen, the worst possible negative outcome. It can be a question of letting your fears and doubts and insecurities kind of take over and make something so big and bad in your head that it may not even fit the actual reality of a situation. So let's take a look at that 9 of Swords. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands, Queen of Fire, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, the Ace of Cups, the heart beginning to open up, the beginning of a new path of emotion. It could be new love and romance. We have the 3 of Wands, being patient for long-term growth and expansion, laying the groundwork for long-term growth and expansion. I feel here like some of you may have begun a new relationship, or a relationship may be kind of getting into a different level. You may be kind of worried and concerned about that. It may be that previous experiences, previous traumas, previous negative relationship experiences are affecting this relationship and how it moves forward, or whether it moves forward. It may be that you're in an already formed relationship and you may be worried that your partner, I don't mean to laugh that it's funny, but you may be worried that your partner may be in the beginning of forming a relationship or an attachment to somebody else. There's a sense of being worried and concerned, like that fear of the unknown future in the Nine of Swords, about this other person and about how a relationship or their attachment or your attachment proceeds in the future. Which is interesting because sometimes the Lovers, which was not called the Lovers in the early tarot decks, there was a card called the Choice that this kind of took its place. And it signified a choice between two people. So sometimes this can represent third-party situations. Not for everybody, but some of you it might be a choice between two people. It may be that you have a choice between two people, or you feel that a partner or a potential partner has a choice between two people. But some of you, this is just about a relationship concerns, that somebody else may be laying the groundwork for a relationship with someone. It may be this King of Swords for some of you. Feels a bit complicated. So let's take a look at the Seven of Wands. That defending, guarding. Two of Wands. A choice, whether to take action in one direction or another. The Four of Pentacles, stability, security, holding on tight out of fear of loss. And the Four of Wands, one of the traditional wedding cards of the tarot, represents social gatherings or social celebrations, which bring people together, but kind of in a subtle way underscore our shared humanity, the importance of our relationships with each other. I'm feeling here a strong desire for some of you wanting to protect a relationship, protect a family unit of some kind. It may be that some of you are the issue of marriage. May be important or relevant here. There may be concern from some of you about a partner, potential partner, reuniting with a group of people. I'm picking up for some of you, and it's quite strong for some of you, a jealousy issue, which isn't necessarily a negative thing. I mean, we all possess this attribute, and wanting to protect something that you see as yours, or a relationship, or fearing somehow that a relationship or is threatened potentially. However, since your crowning energy is that Nine of Swords, it feels like you're giving something more weight than it deserves, or more importance than it deserves at this time. So let's take a look at the Lovers. It may be for some of you that this has absolutely nothing to do with a third party thing, but there is an issue within an already formed relationship, and that issue may be about marriage or living together or something of that sort. It may be that the two of you aren't quite in alignment with each other on how you view that. So clarifying the Lovers, we have the Seven of Wands again. Really defending energy, or really defensive energy, or really wanting to hold on to that which you have invested in. And it might be the relationship, but if in conflict within the relationship, it could be that you may be holding on to an ideology or a way of looking at something, or a belief system that no longer works for you anymore. We have the Tower and the Four of Cups also clarifying this. So it represents unexpected events which come in and challenge us and shake things up, but potentially provide the opportunity for change, for positive change in a situation, in a relationship. It may be in order to preserve the relationship. This shakeup needs to happen in order to kind of make things very clear and make things very black and white. And that could be, again, the issue within the relationship of whether you move forward together and how that moves forward. What next steps do you take? It could be interest from an outside person, which causes this shakeup as well, for the same purpose. It's to bring a relationship into alignment or back into alignment, or make the decision that the two of you simply are not in alignment anymore, and then there's other decisions that need to be made. Let's take a look at this King of Swords. And a third-party influence doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic. It could be somebody else, but who has influence. Justice, the Five of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. This is trying to figure out what the right thing is to do. And the implication here is that the right thing is already known. What the right thing is already known, but there's still some conflict about it. Conflict within yourself, conflict with another person, trying to get on board, trying to look at what you have invested in something in this relationship, in this situation, and asking yourself, what do I do moving forward? It feels like there's something which can be done as seen by... There's a sense that whatever the right thing is to do in this situation, you already know what it is. But there's conflict about it. It feels like perhaps some of you are reluctant or resistant to doing that thing, or the other side, the other person, the other party is. There's some kind of conflict here about, okay, this is the right thing to do, but I don't really want to do that. Or this is the right thing to do. No, the other person disagrees. This is not the right thing to do. It's causing conflict, quite a bit of conflict within a relationship or unit here, a partnership of some kind. And there's this sense of trying to, in a very clear-minded way, think about what you need to do moving forward in terms of keeping the longevity and continuity of the relationship moving forward. There's going to have to be some decisions made, or the decision may need to be made to, separate or walk down different paths or change the structure of the relationship in some way. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. Now, you can apply the same sort of fundamental energy to business and work, but I think for many of you, and while that may be an influencing factor, I think for many of you, this is centered in your relationship life. So let's go to advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. We have the Fool, walking down a new path, getting out of your comfort zone, challenging yourself, taking a risk, doing the thing that you're afraid to do. Because it might be an absolutely marvelous journey. The Three of Pentacles, teamwork, building something together that would last, collaboration, compromise and negotiation in moving forward with that. And the Chariot, success through determination, perseverance, and willpower. It's not to say that it might not be a challenging thing moving forward on this new path. There might be a lot of moving parts to it, and you may have fears, worries, doubts, concerns, but they are achievable. You have what it takes to overcome those. You have the life experience to overcome those. Whatever those challenges are, whatever those moving parts are, success through perseverance, determination, willpower, which means that you have to set your sights on the thing that you want, commit to it, and then it's all about moving forward on that path from there on out. Compromise and negotiation here, coming together in order to build something truly long-lasting. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Aries, those are your messages for the first half of September. For those of you for whom it, really hit the nail on the head and resonated, I hope it was useful, gave you, some food for thought. If it did, and you would like to take a deeper look at it, pull the curtain back a bit, or you just like the reading style, if you are interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or possibly as a gift for someone else, again, you can email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. Click on the description of this video below to see those contact details as well. I would be just delighted to hear from you. I will see you all shortly. Be safe, be well, always. Many blessings to you, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.